If you don't mind, I will take two different questions based on what you said. So first of all, we've talked about something we all, I think, agree on, that there are so many laws currently on the books that guide how AI will be litigated, governed, etc. I know you have a paper in particular with Civitas Institute arguing that so many of the AI potential harms, bias, fraud, safety issues are addressed, will be addressed through our frameworks on consumer protection, civil rights, product liability. Obviously, that's an issue that we care very strongly about. That is a central piece of the book I have coming out in October, as well as a law review article we co-authored with Secretary Chertoff. So yes, I very much want to talk to you about the AI literacy, but I also want to make sure that we clarify for our listeners who are not quite certain, where are the areas that are settled and where are areas where you would like more clarity? You mentioned federal, state divisions, high level areas where you would like to see more AI specific legislation. It'd be really helpful to know from your very thoughtful, deep experience in this area, where you think there are clear areas that people aren't realizing and open gaps where you would like to see federal or state Congress weigh in.
Yeah, sure. There's a lot to unpack there, but I'll try to be very brief. First and foremost, when we talk about the application of existing laws and regulations to algorithmic and computational systems, I think they can go a long way, but there's a lot of uncertainty in the short term. We kind of cut short the debate, whether or not AI generated deepfakes could be addressed through existing liability mechanisms. Congress and state lawmakers weren't going to wait around to find out what happened in the courts. They were going to act, right? And so they came in and they had a legislative approach to that, to have a targeted, quick response to what was becoming a public concern of enormous importance. And so I think you're going to see some things like that where you have quick fixes even before the courts get a chance to ask or agencies have a chance to enforce. In other areas, I think we're playing a wait and see. And I think, we're waiting to see how exactly the FTC continues to file suit against various types of algorithmic deceptions or computational scams. And this is very much the way it played out in the internet age, too. And a lot of people get very impatient with that process. They want quicker responses and silver bullets. And my answer is usually they don't exist. We need to give law some time to evolve.